A man who had a history of reckless driving. They say the suspect drove his car into officers and dragged one of them. The shooting comes days into the Trump administration's immigration enforcement campaign in Chicago. Camille Montoya Galvez has more.
Surveillance video shows two ICE agents conducting a vehicle stop.
Now they say he tried to run into the officer.
Hold up. The driver reverses the vehicle.
Now, you hear him just say the driver reversed the vehicle. But the news lady just said they tried to pull over a dude for reckless driving. Why you ain't pull him behind him and turn your lights on? You're not a police officer. First. Second, they cut him off in traffic. They didn't pull him over. They jumped in front of his car, as you can see right there. Cut him off, jumped out with ski mask on, AR-15 type weapons, and they jumped out on these people. And these people, I'd have been scared too. I'm from the hood. Only people that jump out on you in ski masks is somebody that's gonna rob you, somebody that's gonna kill you, or somebody that's gonna do both. Or even rape you. But they got that mask on because they know they finna do something wrong. Hence, now watch this, just listen.
The officer on the passenger side can be seen pointing his weapon as the driver attempts to flee the scene. As the car drives away, the agent on the driver's side can no longer be seen in this video. In a different surveillance video, two gunshots can be heard as the vehicle drives away. In a statement, DHS said the driver, Silverio Villegas Gonzalez, struck one of the officers and dragged them as he drove away. That officer then...
So the people they jumped out on was scared, right? As you can see, how it played out in traffic. They at least was transparent enough to show you that. They didn't pull the man over, or it would have been a police car with lights and sirens on behind him. They didn't pull him over. That's fabricated. That's a lie in itself. The video show you that. They jumped in front of him like a gang style type shit, like LA gang motherfuckers would do. Like, oh, they go to op, and they pull and cut off in front of you so you can't keep driving. You gotta reverse to get up out of there. So they pulled up, cut him off, jumped out, two of them, ski masks, guns, and they looking like, oh shit, what the fuck? And depending on what city you are in, that's really typical for gangs to do. Whether they steal in your car, finna rob you or whatever. That's what gang motherfuckers do. I'm from the hood. I've been around gangs in different cities and states. That's some gang shit. So they back up and try to reverse to get up out of there. And the officer back up from the car. He ain't at risk of losing his life or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a couple feet away. So they get enough distance to drive around the vehicle that ICE was driving so they can continue driving down the street in traffic. But since they didn't stop and get out the car for the ICE agents, they just start shooting in the car. Now, the other driver was on the other officer was on the other side of the car when that officer started shooting. So he probably could have shot his partner too, trying to shoot the individuals in that car for a traffic stop. These people didn't rob no bank. They didn't shoot no officer. They didn't rape no kids. They didn't do half of none of the stuff that Donald Trump did. But he just shot this man in traffic because he wouldn't allow them to bully them and snatch them out their car for no apparent reason. That was not a police officer. They not even, how you pulling me over, dog? You're not even the police. This shit crazy, man.
He fired his weapon, hitting Villegas Gonzalez. Social media video shows Villegas Gonzalez laying on the ground bleeding as agents appear to provide immediate care.
We don't want our communities to be in this fear continuously.
The shooting sparked outrage among immigration advocates and local leaders.
It is wrong, it is unconstitutional, and it is straight up racism.
A DHS spokesperson said the ICE agent followed his training, used appropriate force, and properly enforced the law to protect the public and law enforcement. The officer sustained multiple injuries and is now in stable condition. Villegas Gonzalez
the officer
at the hospital. According to...
See, the officer sustained multiple injuries. They're not going to tell you how, though. See, if that dude in the car would have shot that officer, they would have been like, yes, the officer was shot by this guy. I bet you when that officer was shooting in that car, that officer that was trying to get in the passenger side of the car, he might have got shot by that police or got scared and dropped down, and then the car probably ran him over because he just hit the floor when the officer started shooting, because you don't see that other officer no more for the rest of that video. I'm telling you, this shit is crazy. It's dangerous. A lot of people gonna get hurt. A lot of innocent people gonna get hurt because racism is expensive. It can cost you your life. It can cost you your house. It can cost you your job. It can cost you your family. But racism will cost you. And all this is how they used to do us back in the day. Where your papers at, boy? Beat you over the head with the nightstick, even if you ain't did nothing wrong, and you better not complain. You know what I'm saying? Beat you if you looked at somebody that wasn't the same race as you. If you looked at somebody outside your way, you got a beating. They used to hang us for nothing. They used to beat us if they caught us trying to read a book. They used to use our skin and shit for leather belts and shoes and jackets and shit, man. These motherfuckers being cannibals. They don't give a fuck about nobody but their own race. And time again, I can just give you examples. You don't have to believe shit I tell you. If you fact check and you're not delusional, and you are a real genuine person, it's enough of this shit going on every day. You can get on YouTube, you can look at any news station, you can Google it, you can fact check, it's enough of this going on in the motherfucking United States. Y'all cannot deny that racism has never fucking left. And until we all, including you white people that be quiet, until we all unite and get this shit out of here, it's gonna get worse, man. It's gonna get worse. So if you got racist, quit being quiet. And if you don't like that shit, man, don't hang around these people. Don't even entertain that shit. I'm gonna tell you what somebody used to tell me. Birds of a feather flock together. So you can tell me you ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't this, you ain't that. But if you covering and you rallying with these people and you act like everything they doing is okay, you are part of that bird's wing. That same feather. Y'all all flock together. Y'all all part of the same wing, which is all part of the same bird, and y'all all gonna fly the same fucking direction. So miss me with that. I'm not racist. If you support this and you like this shit, you're a fucking racist. If you don't think racism exists and you're delusional and you sit back and be quiet and you act like, oh, black people just still tripping, go look at some of my other posts with this guy that breaks down systematic racism within the country. Racism never left. They just legalized it and gave it different names and institutionalized it and gave it a different program headline. Shit never left, man. Quit playing with us. This shit needs to stop.